Good morning, everybody. My name's Steve Cochrane, and here I am again in Phnom Penh at PSBU with my wonderful students. We've just completed a lesson this morning. We looked at sickness and illness and accidents, which can happen to anybody, and the language surrounding that situation, which can be very daunting when you're in a foreign country and you don't know the language. Ask me how I know. So, how did you find the lesson today?
For the lesson, you actually teaching us about the sickness and health, and we actually do a role play, and I actually really enjoy how we going to do a role play about the patient, between patient and doctor, yes, and I actually know about how we actually going to communication with the patient or the doctor when we actually going to abroad. You can say when we actually going to abroad or foreigner, we can ask foreigner about how to contact with the patient, yes, between the patient and doctor.
Okay, so did you enjoy today's lesson?
Yes, I do enjoy your lesson today. Why? Because today you teach us how to find symptom in our body, how to notice before it's too late.
Yes.
Yeah, and also from maybe cure, or you can say a symptom that we can go to ask the doctor before it go too late.
That's right, because you need to be able to communicate the symptoms so the doctor can diagnose the problem. And also, if you've got any allergies to given medicines, that's very important, because if you've got a drastic reaction to antibiotics, say, it could kill you, you know. I mean, that has happened on rare occasions, so we need to know. Did you learn some new vocabulary today?
Yeah, teacher, I learned a new word today, like the word process, yes, symptom and kindness too.
Yeah, how to explain the illness or injury. That's very important, that you can communicate with the doctor so that he can diagnose the problem. You know, it's very important. And what do you prefer? Do you prefer, we've done a lot of presentations. How do you feel about presentations? I mean, this video is a public presentation in effect, and it's wider than the class. It's going to go international. It'll be on the website. So, you know, you're quite familiar with presentations, but do you like role plays as well? Is that useful for you?
Actually, I think that both are important, because when, like, before that, I have experienced that before, like going to make a video and then do a lot of presentation with a lot of people, like going to see me like that.
Yeah.
So I experienced that before. I'm not like scared on it, and I think it's good for us to learn it, because in the future you might be think like you might make that when you going to have a business or go hang out to have a job like that.
Good. So one of the techniques I used today for the students was I got them to do a role play. We explained the symptoms, learnt out the vocabulary for symptoms. We learnt the doctor's vocabulary in simple layman's terms, and then I gave them a basic script with prompts, not complete dialogue, so that the dialogue came from the students themselves using the vocabulary they'd learned. So how do you feel about that? Is that a good idea?
Yes, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, because I could give you a script and you're just reading it, but you're not actually thinking or learning. But I just gave you the prompts, and then it was up to you to complete the sentence. So I try to get the students to think about English, think in English, as they're going. Obviously you will make mistakes, but that's acceptable. Native speakers make mistakes, but we self-correct as we go. That's the only difference, really. So would you like more of this type of lesson?
For me, about my opinion, I think I really like this kind of way that you actually use this way to teaching us, like we actually have a real role play, and it's actually communication with a daily life too. And about this way of the way that you're teaching us about like we going to role play, I think it's really useful and important for all of us. Yeah. Because as we are students, we need to do we need to do a role play, like we need to talk naturally or originally in real life. Yes. And what about you?
So for me, I think that's good, because I already like loving your teaching play style because it's the same as my old teacher and they use like the same way as you to teach and I really like it and enjoy it. Also when you use that strategy to teach us all, I think it's really good because sometimes people get boring of studying, but when you start doing a role play and play some game like that or drawing something, they can rest from that. They take a break and they recover their boring.
You mentioned 2 or 3 points there. You said boring and enjoy, and that's the point I'm trying to get you to. If you can enjoy the lesson and think and create original sentences, and you will make some mistakes, of course, but it's better than studying grammar rules and structure, I think, you know, and reading from a script. That doesn't teach you anything. I don't think you progress doing that very well.
Like when we do this, sometimes we kind of get more critical thinking.
Yeah. So now, hopefully, you're all feeling capable and competent, and if you do go to Australia, Canada or the UK to study, and you did get sick or were unfortunate to have an accident, you'd feel confident walking into a hospital and talking to a doctor. That's the main objective today, and instill some confidence and feel comfortable doing that, you know.
And of course, you actually teaching us about that, and it actually make us know about the general knowledge about sickness and health.
Yes.
And you also teach us about the solution. If we actually having that, what should we do, or what should we protect ourselves from
avoid
from the
from them.
sickness?
That's
Yes.
right. We all need to know a little bit about basic first aid. If you get a bee sting or something, what to do about it. Or if you're feeling not well, if you've got the flu, how to treat yourself. Because you're not always able to get to the doctor immediately. You know, sometimes you've got to stay home and stay warm and comfortable and try and get yourself better. So you need to know what medicines to use and how to apply them. Yeah, that's right.
And about the more detail of it, you actually teaching us about the injury and also the accident, like the vocabulary of the injury or accident. To be honestly, I never learned about the injury or accident word before, and after you starting the class, I think it's really useful for me. And another one, like I can know what kind of injury we used to have in daily life.
Yeah,
yes.
of course. That's right, it can happen to anybody.
For me, I think the lesson you're teaching us today is so wonderful. Why? You give us a note to know what to talk about, how to communicate with the doctor if I have some symptom there, and can easily communicate with each other. We can get to the point of why I need this, why I feel this, and what should I do, and how to treat it.
Yes.
That is a wonderful lesson.
That's right.
For me, I'm so excited to study with you because I have new experience that you take us like communication, like you have role play with the partner. We can like one to a teachers and one to a practice.
Okay, well, it's a pleasure to have such a wonderful group of students, and you're all very enthusiastic. That helps. You know, your enthusiasm, we bounce off each other. You know, you feed my enthusiasm. Hopefully, I can feed yours. And you know, you're very willing and able to use the language and becoming very confident. That's clear to see. So that's nice. That's very gratifying for me. So thank you, my students. I appreciate you very much. Thank you.